Coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's Palmer to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now Phil Dawson, who spent 14 years in a Browns uniform. This from 36 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Charles, for the Cleveland Browns, as they come back out here on offense, well, that quarterback battle wasn't really just a 2-man battle. It's really a 3-man battle right now going into the season, isn't it?
And I'm not sure they anticipated that. They knew if they drafted a quarterback, which they did, Deshaun Kaiser, he would be in the game. But acquiring Brock Osweiler was a little bit of a surprise to everyone, and many thought that he wouldn't even be with the team come training camp. Instead, he's firmly in the thick of this battle, along with Cody Kessler as well.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. They keep it with Crowell on first. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A sidebar league-wide story, Charles, as these two teams make their way back onto the field. Anquan Bolden retiring after 14 NFL seasons, and boy, he is well respected around the league, isn't he?
Boy, is he ever, and what about the accomplishments, right? What did he finish? 9th, I mean, at this time, 9th in the league.
Yeah, he had
catches.
Over 1,000 catches and 14,000 yards.
Productive, tough, gritty. The kind of guy that on third down you had to find because he's going to find his way open. And no matter how difficult the catch, he seemed to come down with it. 3 Pro Bowls on his resume as well. He'll be missed by the NFL.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Palmer, and he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. It's Crowell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A nice Nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He stiff arms him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Parkey's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Palmer. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. From the gun, it's Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Kaiser on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, Kaiser. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Throwing is Palmer. Room past the 20. Caught right side. Gresham. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Palmer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Palmer to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Now Palmer on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Johnson able to power through, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Now it's Palmer. The quick slant caught. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal from the one. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And tough starting field position here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Here we go.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
That's Njoku over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Here we go. What? Nice. What? None.
Kaiser yet again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser, he's going to fire one deep up and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricardo Lewis, 33 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.